They say there's a vortex around this town. Well, I guess you could say the vortex came to us this time around. My name is Keeley Turner, and I'm proud to say I'm from Asheville, North Carolina. In this two-part series, I will walk with you through the devastating aftermath of Hurricane Helene in my hometown and the surrounding areas. This is Appalachian Hurricane, the aftermath of Helene, Part 1. We will meet various people who volunteered and helped many people in need during this catastrophic aftermath of the hurricane. You will hear the first-person perspective of the events that occurred and the problems residents continue to face. We will learn different ways you can help Western North Carolina during its time of need.
This is not how I imagined I'd introduce you to my hometown, Asheville, North Carolina. I wanted to do my first documentary on my hometown a bit differently. I wanted to highlight the fantastic River Arts District, downtown, beautiful hiking trails. But now I must switch gears and shine a light on this catastrophic Hurricane Helene, which came through Western North Carolina on September 24th, 2024. The River Arts District has been devastated. Downtown has become a hub of hope, and the landmass has been geologically changed forever. To put it very mildly, things just haven't been the same since. We're gonna walk you through the devastation. Houses, vehicles, and businesses washed away into the river. It will take months, years, and even decades to recoup what was lost regarding the structures, roadways, and bridges. Nothing will ever replace the many, many lives that have been lost to this tragic event. Whole families have disappeared. Entire towns were wiped off the map, and all that was left were bits and pieces that could never be found, or what was found in this toxic mud. Let's walk around what was the River Arts District.
The River Arts District was a place where artists could sell their art. There were many, many old warehouses turned galleries, cafes, and breweries along the French Broad River. Buildings that have been here my whole life, and even my parents' lives. These buildings had character and grunge vibes. Now they're gone. It will never have the same feeling as it once did. People and corporations have tried capitalizing on the popularity of the River Arts District only to build ugly monstrosities of buildings built with no character. And I, among others, fear this will continue.
So we're right by the French Broad River, and the French Broad River is the reason that Asheville is here. The river was about as wide as I've ever seen it, and I was told that this was a 30,000-year flood event. This was a paint and body shop, and I busied myself cutting cars apart and apprenticing to help them put them back together and paint them. When the river came through, it was almost up to the highway there. It lifted the roof off and floated it back, and a container full of equipment came down from the salvage station and hit the building and basically made the whole walls and everything collapse. When we saw the shop from the highway on the day of the flood, we could barely see the tip of that roof sticking out right there. It's just the result of a flood, and yeah, it's a catastrophic event. It'll probably take us 3 to 7 years to sort of even be partially recovered. I think that you need to be really choosy about where you try to rebuild, because, I mean, there are certain things that it's nice to have by the river, but, I mean, a lot of people were invested and lost a lot.
George built his little paradise here, cradled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Biltmore Village is here because of him. Over the years, Biltmore Village has been part of Asheville's economic tourist boom.
The lightning shows my weakness, the thunder knows my secrets, the storm is like a brother.
Man, this place is a ghost town. This was Biltmore Village, known for the famous Biltmore House. It's still being in the process of cleaning up the debris. Buildings are boarded up, and the floodwaters damaged ventilation in every building, making some air unsafe to breathe. It wasn't until December when transportation crews were even able to finally start replacing road signs. The Biltmore House itself experienced little to no damage. Any damage it did experience was prominently flooding in the lower lying areas. It's recently opened in November and was even able to run its popular Christmas Biltmore experience just over on that hill, way over there. But this is Biltmore Village, and as you can see, I'm walking around basically a ghost town. At this time of year, there'd be tons of tourists walking everywhere, buying at the Christmas shop next door, ornaments, or going over to Corner Kitchen. Nothing is here. Everything is destroyed in this little village, and it's so sad to see. I've never seen it like this before in my life. I grew up in Asheville, and it's such a stark contrast to what I know Biltmore Village to be. Sad.
My hope is that it will rebuild. Bohemian Hotel is now back in business, and more businesses will follow.
Safe and sound, let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. Oh. Sirens ring and run for shelter. I will chase that storm forever. The harshest gales call out from the trees, like they can sense the reckless in me. And when the clouds roll in, feels like I'm home again. Don't need your safe and sound. Let the rain come down. Let the rain come down. So let the rain come down.
I'm standing right next to the Swannanoa River. It doesn't look like much, but at one point during Hurricane Helene, this river was overflowing up to the bank that you see behind you. In Swannanoa, the bridge connecting Swannanoa and Asheville was completely damaged and wasn't fully repaired until early December. Thankfully, the dam for Swannanoa Reservoir did not give, even though it was taking so much rainfall than expected. If it had, the results would have been absolutely catastrophic, and thank God that didn't happen. I'm standing out here, and right across the Swannanoa River, you can see what was a truck completely demolished from the heavy water and trees, and people still haven't recovered this truck. You can see there's a big oil tank also on the edge of the riverbank. That's going to be hard to recover. And behind the oil tank, there's a building that was completely gutted. I mean, everything probably just went down the Swannanoa River that was in that building. And houses floated down this river. I mean, it was such a crazy sight. And till this day, people are camping out, living in tents in Swannanoa because their house was lost to Hurricane Helene. I think above us, there's these makeshift little sheds that people are living out of, and RVs that they're living out of up there. So, you know, I've only been standing out here for 10 minutes and I'm freezing. I don't know how these people are doing it, but some people are surviving the winter out here, and I'll keep them in my thoughts. Please keep Western North Carolina in your thoughts.
Yet, among the destruction, I find a glimmer of hope. While government aid falters, ordinary citizens have risen to the challenge. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers coming together, and communities uniting to care for one another. It is the people, not the institutions, who are rebuilding Western North Carolina. And this is what I am proud of. These Appalachian communities will recover because resilience is in our blood. But these places, they will never be quite the same. Loved ones will not be forgotten. Their legacies will be carried forward by those left behind. Join me for part 2, where we meet local music professionals who changed course to support their community in a time of need.